Hello, career and life development students. My name is Stephanie Lawrence. I'm a career service representative here at Community Care College, and I will be your guest speaker every week. You will watch a new recording from me presenting on a number of different topics. The first topic that we're going to talk about is resume building. Now, it might seem kind of silly that we're bringing this up so early in your program, but we're doing this to benefit you. Building a resume takes a lot of time and a lot of effort, and so we want you to start it right now so that way you can critique it and edit it and update it all the way throughout your program. Your career service representative will help you with this, will assist you with this throughout your program, but we want you to have a strong foundation at the very beginning of your program so that way you can edit it. That way, when you're ready to start your job search and start interviewing and start applying, you don't have the daunting task of starting from scratch with your resume. You already have a resume started and created. You might just need to update a few things on it. And so we know that it's really important for our students to start building a resume at the very beginning of your program. Now, again, here is my name, Stephanie Lawrence, and my email address. Please write down my email address and jot down my name. If you have any questions or any concerns anytime throughout your first 4 weeks in career and life development, please shoot me an email. I'm a resource for you as being a part of the career services team. So please just reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns, or if you're confused about anything. Just know that yes, your instructor is there to help you and assist you, but I'm also here for you as well. Now, this is the resume template that I'm going to be working through. I'm going to break it down into 7 different elements. I'm going to try to go really slow and be really descriptive on each element, but everybody is always going to have questions. So please make sure that you email me, that you call us, and ask us questions when you're building your resume. We are here to assist you. So we've created a resume template for each program. And so what I'm going to do at the very end of the presentation, I'm going to show you where you can find your resume template. Now, this resume that I'm going to be going over, this is going to be used for positions that you're going to be applying for either towards the end of your program or after your program once you've graduated. But if you think you're going to be looking for either a part-time or full-time position while you're a student, then we can kind of change that and tailor it a little bit for you. But I'm just the way that my language is going to be throughout the program, I'm going to be tailoring this for after you graduate or towards the end of your graduation or towards the end of your program. So again, these resume templates are available for you. They're going to help you really get started and just help you with your direction. And I'm going to show you where to find those at the end of the presentation. Element number 1, your header. So this header needs to be bold, it needs to be attractive, so make sure that you have your first and last name on there. Make sure you spell your address out in full, your physical address, not a P.O. box. And you need to have one phone number listed. Don't have, your home and your cell, just have whatever phone you always have with you. Have your phone number listed there. And then let's take it a step further. Let's make sure that you have a proper voicemail set up on your voicemail recording. I have heard from a number of different employers that they will not return a student's phone call or call them for a job opportunity because they have some ridiculous either callback tone or a ridiculous voicemail setup. So let's be professional. We all look at you as a professional in your new industry, so you need to look at yourself like a professional. So make sure you have a proper voicemail setup. An email address. Same with your email address. Make sure it's a proper professional email address. I don't want you to have something crazy on there like, partygirl@gmail.com, because what does that say about you? Somebody's going to read into that a little differently than maybe you hope. So make sure you have a professional or a professional email address listed. If you need to get a new one, then do that. Get a new Gmail account. They're totally free. So let's just, again, be as professional as we can with our header. So that is the first element. Element number 2, your objective or a profile. So we have two different things that we can put on your resume. And let me talk about each different one. An objective, you want to put objective on your resume when you're entering into a brand new career or brand new industry. So let's say you have, 5 years of retail experience and now you're entering into the healthcare field. That's when you want to use an objective. An objective states 2 things. 1, what am I looking for? And 2, what am I going to do for you, the employer? Okay, so let me read. I put 3 examples here for you. Let me read the middle as an example. It says, motivated medical assistant seeking to obtain a full-time position within a reputable office where my training, positive attitude, and willingness to learn will contribute to the success of your healthcare facility. So do you see there how it's 2 things? 1, I am a motivated medical assistant. seeking to obtain a full-time position within a reputable office. So that's what I want. And what am I going to do for you? Where my education, my positive attitude, my willingness to learn will contribute to the success of your healthcare facility. So that's what I'm going to do for you. Okay, so do you see there how it's two different things? What am I going to do, or what do I want, and then what am I going to do for you? So that's an objective. So again, I put 3 different examples here. You only need to have one listed on your resume. I just wanted to give you guys a few examples to look at. Now, if you have healthcare experience and you're just maybe making just a change within the healthcare field, then you can use a profile, and that really highlights your skills, your experiences, and your achievements. So that's when you want to use a profile instead of an objective. Okay, and I put an example here for those of you that might have that type of situation. Element number 3, your skill summary. So again, we are tailoring this resume for positions that you're going to be applying for in your new industry. So your skill summary needs to highlight both hard and soft skills that are related to your new industry. So examples of hard skills would be computer knowledge. So are you proficient with Microsoft Word or Microsoft Excel, or just Microsoft Office in general? Talk about specific computer skills that you have. Maybe you have a certification such as CPR certified, or first aid certification, or something like that that's related to your new industry. Highlight those things on your resume. So those are examples of hard skills. And we also want to have soft skills listed. Examples of soft skills would be organized, talk about your excellent communication skills, you're detail oriented, you're punctual. Those types of things are soft skills. So we need to have a mixture of both hard and soft skills. I've put, let's see here, 6 different bullets of examples for your skill summary on here. You maybe want to have 3 or 4 bullets under your skill summary, and you can group together some of the soft skills and you can group together some of the hard skills. I just wanted to list out several different examples to kind of get your mind thinking a little bit. Education. So the next thing, element number 4 on your resume, is your education. Now you want to start with your most current education. So look at this example here. And again, these resume templates that we've created for you have a great starting point because the education is there and then all these bullets are there as well. Okay, so this example is for medical assisting. So I have there the school, I have the dates and the location, and then in bold what I'm studying. So it's very easy to read. And then the bullets, I have some of the courses I'm going to be taking, some of the skills that I'm going to have once I've graduated from the program. Now again, each one of your program has this put on their resume and it's built out. I don't want you to think that this list is exclusive or that you can't add to it or change it. Please, it is your resume. We just wanted you to have a starting point so you can definitely edit it. You can take things out or add to it as your program moves on. If you have other education outside of community care college, definitely add that to your resume. You grew professionally. Even if you didn't graduate from the program, you grew professionally during that time. So the example that I have here on this resume, I have the University of Tulsa, I have the dates, the location, and my degree, finance. Super easy to read. Okay, the company, or excuse me, the college is in line, the dates are in line, the location's in line, what I studied is bold, and that shows that I have that degree. It's very easy to read. So let's say you did go to the University of Tulsa, went through some of the finance program, didn't graduate from the finance program. It's up to you how you list that off. You can say how many credits you earned, or you can just list the University of Tulsa and don't put what you studied and just show that time there. It's completely up to you. I want you to feel comfortable going into an interview with this on your resume, but I do suggest adding other education outside of high school on your resume. Absolutely zero high school information is needed on your resume. Okay, so no work experience or education from high school needs to be on your resume. Now look at this resume really quick in front of you. It's in reverse chronological order. So most current position to oldest position, or most current college to oldest college. Okay, same with your previous experience. I'm going to talk about that here in a second. So something to keep in mind when you're applying for positions, in a year or so, keep in mind that as you read job descriptions, you can tailor your resume to fit specifically for that job description. So let's say in the job description, it says must be detail oriented and have excellent communication skills. If you are detail oriented and if you have excellent communication skills, then add that to your skills summary. You want to tailor your resume for every position that you apply to. Employers love that. They think that you tailored the resume. They think that you created that resume specifically for them. Now, element number 5, let's talk about your experience. So again, experience, reverse chronological order. So most current position to oldest position. So look at this example. I have experience, I have the company, the dates, the location, and bold my position title. It's very easy to read. It matches exactly how my education was formatted too. So employers don't have to waste time looking at this, trying to figure out the dates, trying to figure out the location. It's all very easy to read. The reason why, let me talk about this really quick. The reason why we want to spend so much time working and critiquing and updating our resume is for every one position that's posted online, the employer gets on average, gets 200 resumes for that one position. So we need to make sure that we're putting our best self on paper. Okay, another crazy statistic for you. Every employer, when they read your resume, they only read it for 8 to 10 seconds. Okay, and I wanted to talk about that because a question that I get from a lot of students is why would I put my education before my experience? And especially if you're entering into a brand new industry, if you have your experience first, and let's say, based off my first example, let's say it's 5 years of retail experience, and now you're applying for, a medical billing position, they're going to be a little confused because they're only going to look at your resume for 8 to 10 seconds. They might not even make it down to your education. So if you have your education first and they say, okay, she just graduated from the medical billing and coding program, now she's applying for a medical biller position, that makes sense to them. So that is why we want to have your education before your past experience. Okay, so I kind of went down a rabbit trail there, so let me get back on track. Let's talk about your past experience. Again, reverse chronological order. So I have here ABC Bank as a personal banker, and then I have 3 bullets. And I really want all of you to focus on your achievements and your performances when you're thinking about adding these bullets to your past positions. So I'm going to read here the first example. It says personal sales ranked number 1 in class of 200 plus bankers and ranked in top 5% of personal bankers district wide. So that's really wordy. There's a lot of stuff going on there, but I have numbers, and numbers attract your eyes. So you want to know what that is. So employers will read that if you have numbers. So if you had sales goals and you met those sales goals or exceeded those sales goals, make sure you add that into your resume. Employers love that. But you really want to focus on achievements that you had at those past positions or performances rather than just job duties. Let me give you an example. Let's say I had one of my previous jobs was a waitress. So everybody knows what a waitress is. So you don't want to add to your resume, seated guests, took drink orders, took food orders, and delivered food. You don't want to have that on your resume on the bullets because people know that that's what you did as a waitress. But what don't they know? What did you achieve? What did you excel at? So let's say, you had a promotion. You were promoted from server to lead server. Make sure you have those promotions listed on your resume. Did you achieve any awards? So employee of the month. Make sure you have that on your resume. Anything that will make you stand out from other competitors from the position, that is what you want to do. If you are thinking right now, I don't have any achievements or performances that I can add. Well, let's do that right now. Let's achieve something. Let's start volunteering and start achieving things, okay? And your career service representative can help you with that. And so that's really what you want to focus on with your past experience. Again, achievements and performances. General rule of thumb is you don't want to go back any farther than 10 years on your resume, 10 years of experience. But let's say you're an individual that maybe has hopped from one job to another, then I would maybe suggest highlighting the past 2 or 3 positions. Again, it's your resume, whatever you feel comfortable with. Okay, so maybe you've been at the same position for 10 years, then you just have one position listed on your resume and several things, highlighted underneath that. But you want to keep the same format that you had on your education. So reverse chronological order. So you have the company, the position title, and then a space, and then again the company and the position title. Okay, so it's very easy to read for the employer. Check out a great resource that's available for you, and this will help you brainstorm some duties that you had. It's called onetcodeconnector.org. Jot that down and you can look at that. What you do when you get to onetcodeconnector.org, up in the the right hand corner, you type in what job title you had. So let's just, off my last example, I was a waitress. So let's just type in, let's just say I type in waitress, you hit search, and then you select the job title, and then it's going to give you like probably 25 different duties that I could have had as a waitress. So if you are just having a hard time brainstorming different things that you either do currently or did in the past, get onto that website and that will help you brainstorm different things that you did that are definitely, you want to highlight things that are relatable to your new industry. Okay, so if you have, waitress experience or retail experience, you might want to really highlight your customer service skills. You want to highlight those things on your resume because that's something you're also going to use in the future. Element number 6. Your honors. So here you want to list out any honor that you've received outside of high school. You want to list out any, employee of the month or, your honor rolls that you've been on. And really, if you don't have any honors, if that's what you're thinking right now, do not worry about it. You will have honors by the time you graduate. Make sure you set goals for yourself for a specific GPA and for your attendance record. Now, in career services, we speak to employers every single day. And we hear from them that they are more interested in attendance record than they are GPA because they want to know who's going to be there and who's committed every single day. So make sure that if you set that goal to have 100% attendance, that you highlight that on your resume because that's simply one thing that can help you stand out from somebody else. So make sure you list out all your honors, your attendance record, your honor rolls. We give out a lot of great honor rolls here at Community Care College, so make sure you list those on there. Element number 7, the last element on your resume, is your volunteer service. So I am telling you, this puts your character on paper. So make sure you really think about all the volunteering opportunities that you've had and highlight those on your resume. If you have no volunteer service, then put that on your to-do list. Put that on your goals list to achieve some new volunteer services within the next month or two. It doesn't have to be, 50 hours or something crazy. It can be for 2 hours on the weekend that you get the whole family involved. Definitely start volunteering. That, again, shows your character on paper, and I hear it all the time from employers. The employers love it when students have volunteer service. So make sure that, again, if you don't have volunteer service, or even if you do, start setting goals for yourself and having more and more volunteer service. A few things to keep in mind. Your reference page needs to be on a separate document. So that's a question that I get constantly from students is, should I just push enter, enter, enter until I'm on a new page? No, it needs to be a completely separate document. So go to File and open a new document and save a new document. Keep your resume saved on your desktop so that way you can remember to edit it every couple weeks or every few weeks as you work through the program. You're going to be obtaining new skills, you're going to have new volunteer services, you're going to have an honor roll to add to your resume, and you always want to be updating that resume throughout your program. Where to find your resume template. Okay, so do not do this as I work through the video. Definitely write down these steps. Okay, and then if you have trouble, shoot me an email or give me a call and I can definitely help you with that. Now go to mycourseconnection.com. You guys will be getting very familiar with this website. Okay, so once you're at mycourseconnection.com, hover over My Campus and then click on Career Services. So if I remember correctly, Career Services is the 4th one down. So hover over My Campus, click on Career Services. So once you're on that page, you're going to see a picture of the Career Services team and you're going to see lots of different information. If you're going to scroll all the way down towards the bottom of the page and you're going to see a button that says Resume and Cover Letter Information. Click on that. When you click on that, you are going to be given 2 options. You're going to be given an option to open a Google document, or you're going to be given an option to open a Microsoft Word document. Now, if you have Microsoft Word on your computer, most definitely use the Microsoft Word document option. If you do not have Microsoft Word, then you need to use the Google Doc. The Google Doc looks like this. So you're going to see this picture on the web page, and you need to click on whichever campus you're at. So the red one, that's Community Care College. The green one is Clary Sage, and orange is Oklahoma Technical College. If you are getting your associate's degree, then that's the blue button. Okay, so when you click on that, that is going to take you to have the option to download the Google document. If you have a Microsoft Word, you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom and you're going to see this. You're going to see resume templates by programs. On the left-hand side, you're going to see the associate degree templates, and on the right-hand side, you're going to see the diploma templates. Now, open the Google document in your Drive and Drive and follow the directions on the how-to with the document that's provided to you. So the Google document, you do not need to ask permission to view the document. You can actually copy it and put it into your own Drive so that way you own the document. It sounds a little confusing, but I promise you that when you view the directions on how-to, it actually you can click on this button right here where it says click here to download instructions. That is on My Course Connection right next to resume templates. If you click on that, you will see the step-by-step instructions on how to get the Google document into your own Google Drive. It's a lot simpler when you see the step-by-step instructions. All right, that's all I have for you today, talking about resume building. I filled you with a ton of information. So when you get your resume downloaded, either in a Google Doc or in a Microsoft Word document, and as you're working through that, please let me know if you have any questions or any concerns. I'm here to help you. Now, your career services team is here to assist. Linda DeWitt is the director of career services. Please jot down her email address. If you ever need anything and can't reach your career service representative, definitely give her an email or a call, and she'd be more than happy to help. But back to My Course Connection, when you're on the career services page, one of the first things that you're going to see is this pink button that says career services, and it says select your campus icon to meet your career service representative. So every campus has different representatives working at those campuses, and then every program has a specific career service representative working specifically with that program. If you click on the icon, like the middle one, the apple, it's Community Care College, and you're going to see the career service representatives listed there. So definitely just spend a little bit of time on the career services page, get familiar with that page, get familiar with who your career service representative is. We know this first week is just a lot of information, but I just want you to know that you have a lot of great resources available for you, and we are here to help you be successful. We are so proud of you for taking this first step and enrolling in the program and starting your new career. The career services team, we kind of make a joke that, as you're working through the program, or, even before you start the program, you had a job, which means just over broke. That's what we say that stands for. But, when you are working through this program and by the time you finish, you are going to have a career, and we are so excited for you, and we are here to help and work really, really hard for you. So definitely utilize your career services team. We're here to help. Congratulations on making the step to enroll and to start your new career. Let me know if you need anything. Have a great day. Bye-bye.